When we think about how we've emerged, it was specifically to help catalyze innovation across the state of North Carolina, especially the commercialization side of that. But then over time, and especially in the 2010s, there was a strategic decision by the organization to really focus on science-based startups. So it's those companies that are, say, in the bioeconomy or the biotech space. That would include ag tech. It could be clean tech, it could be the blue economy side, but it's companies that usually have a high barrier to entry, and that's really our sweet spot.
So at Windlift, we build tethered autonomous drones that generate electricity from the wind. And we're taking that technology offshore to try to use the stronger, more consistent winds in the ocean to generate electricity for island nations and coastal regions. The technology we're working at is very challenging. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot of software. So we're integrating software and hardware on a fully autonomous platform to allow these systems to operate reliably in all sorts of weather conditions. We're really excited to finally be working with some major offshore wind developers on like scoping out exactly what it would look like to integrate our technology into their existing farms. And also we're working with island nations and developing nations and how our technology can help them grow their economies in a clean, sustainable way.
DMC is a biosustainable company. We make products and chemicals using precision fermentation. The products that we are working on are items that can be found in cosmetics, also with sports supplements. Some of them also include things for women's health. And our goal and mission is to scale up to commercialization and sell it and put it on the market. DMC's contribution to North Carolina and the United States is going to be our whole concept of sustainability. We're trying to produce chemicals that are very sustainable, eco-friendly, and we not only create chemicals that are sustainable, we practice it in the lab.
The current iteration of Planted is building materials for residential housing made locally in North Carolina using fast-growing perennial grasses that outcompetes trees.
The company manufactures carbon-negative building materials that can be used in the walls and roofs of single-family homes.
North Carolina has actually given us the access to resources, access to agronomy, access to local facilities and infrastructure that we wouldn't have had access to.
Our impact on North Carolina is going to grow over the next 5 years. We've been selected to continue the application process for a program called 48C through the Department of Energy. That'll provide us the opportunity, a lot of government funding to create a very large facility. We're looking at 200 to 300 jobs per manufacturing plant, so you can expect those number of jobs to occur in North Carolina. In the next 10 years, we should be able to reach a point where we've established enough manufacturing facilities around the country to really drive home a global impact.
The statistics for startups are not great. Less than 20% get to the 5-year mark. But if companies go through an incubator program, they are 87% successful after 5 years. And then on top of that, 84% of those companies will stay in the community that housed them, or I like to say invested in them. First Flight's incubator program alone has supported over 400 alumni. These alumni create billions of dollars annually in market capitalization. That's significant. They also create over 64,000 jobs globally. That's significant. But First Flight is so much more than just an incubator. We're an innovation hub.